Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello, right. Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. Hello, Boring Review Nation. Gabe,
Nick,
and we are here today to bring you what I want to call a special gift. A Christmas gift, okay? An early one. And I'll tell you why, Nick.
Okay.
Recently, I had a conversation over text. You know, you ever notice how when you put things in text or whatever, like if you don't type it specifically, like the context can come across where somebody thinks you're mean or somebody thinks you're being, you know, just basically a jerk or rude or, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful what you do about text.
Yes.
So a friend of mine the other day was upset because Arson Judge, you know, re-signed with the Yankees, right? And I typed in the new Aaron, baby, you know, and I did it all in caps. And he's like, Aaron, dude, and I'm like, Aaron? And I was shocked that he didn't know.
Wow.
Aaron. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? That's like
despicable. So
yeah, exactly. So then I started just questioning myself, and I ran it by a couple people or whatever because he thought I was mentioning something else, and a couple people were just like, it went over their heads, and I'm like, okay, this can't be me. So first and foremost, right now, before you continue with this video, let us know if you knew, before you watch this video, if you knew the reference Aaron, okay?
They absolutely did.
Okay, and if you did, let us know. If not, be honest. But it is probably one of the funniest skits of all time. We probably think so because we're both educators, right? Yeah. As teachers. And I can tell you, Nick, every year I get these kids' names and I'm like, yeah. Especially when there's like a hyphen in there or whatever, and I'm like,
or like a little accent, a little apostrophe in the middle of the name.
You know, the apostrophe or whatever. I'm like, Now, what's funny is my wife is Hawaiian, so they all have, you know, these very long names. You know what I mean? Like, my wife has like 6 names. Okay, not 6. It's like 4, including my own last name. But it's like super long. You're like, okay then. And you know, you started sounding out phonetically.
And you have no chance.
You know you're gonna burn it. All right? Chance, That's a little tease for the video. But so I've been not in this situation, but close to it. How about you, Nick? I mean, how do I get away from it?
We're obviously checking out Substitute Teacher from Key Peele. We've obviously both seen it before. It's not our first time reacting to it. No. But we thought it would be fun as teachers to react to it and post it here on Boring Reviews. If there's any chance no one's seen it, it's got over 200 million views.
There's just no way.
Then you're welcome that you'll be introduced to it. But it's the thing I love about it before we even get into it is the commitment he has, where he knows it's supposed to be a certain way, and you must be a punk and messing with them because you don't understand how to say the name. But this is just I love his psychotic aggressive behavior in this video. I just love that the students are like. Anyway, we're going to jump into it.
Oh, God.
Don't forget to let us know what you think in the comment section. And if you like this video, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
All right, so let's go ahead for another time. It won't be the last time. Let's check out the greatness. And stick around in a little bit, a few days, for our part 2 reaction. All right, here we go.
All right, listen up, y'all. I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey. I taught school for 20 years in the inner city, so don't even think about messing with me. Y'all feel me? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's take a roll here. Jay Quellen. Where's Jay Quellen at?
Quellen.
Look at this.
No Jay Quellen here?
Yeah. Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be. Y'all wanna play. Okay then.
Y'all wanna play.
I've got my eye on you, Jay Quellen.
He still sticks to it. Love it.
Balake.
Balake?
Where is Balake at?
Look at the guy's face.
No Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? What? Do you want to go to war, Balaki?
No.
Because we could go to war.
No.
I'm for real. I'm for real. So you better check yourself.
He's psycho.
D nice.
Kid's face.
Nope. D nice.
Ridiculous.
If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath. Now, D nice.
You mean Denise?
Son of a bitch. Say your name right now.
Denise?
Say it right.
Denise.
Correctly.
Denise.
Right.
Denise.
Right.
D nice.
That's better. Thank you. Now, Aaron. Where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
Look at the kid's face.
No
Aaron.
Aaron.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute.
Love his broken clipboard. He's still using.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Why didn't you answer me the first time I said it, huh? I'm just asking. I said it like 4 times. So why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Aaron.
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron. Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did. Oshag Hennessy.
Oshag Hennessy.
Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn classroom before I break my foot up in your
Still got the
ass.
goggles on.
Insubordinate. Timothy.
Present.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, dude. Every time I watch it, it makes me laugh. Every time I absolutely watch it, it makes me laugh. Now,
the second best is Balake. I'm not gonna lie, but that Aaron. I mean, it's so genius because if you look at the spelling for Aaron, no one ever understands why it has to have 2 A's in it in the first place, right? Unless you're doing the ERIN. So it's gold, and the guy's just like, oh, present here, because it's Aaron. Son of a.
oh, now,
oh my gosh.
first and foremost, okay, none of that would fly. Today, that dude would be fired, okay? That dude would be fired, no questions asked. However, when I was a teenager, we would have these subs that would come in, and most of them, for whatever reason, used to be like ex-military or like dudes that were yoked and high-strung, whatever. So I would have guys like that. They could pronounce names though, but like that would be high-strung, and we're like, oh my gosh, you're sitting in there as a student scared to death. Like they were absolutely scared to death. Today that wouldn't fly, guys. But it's just so funny because I've been that teacher where at the beginning of my year I get my roster and I'm trying to pronounce names and I'll butcher it, and I'll still be butchering the names like 3-4 weeks in or whatnot, and then finally you'll get used to it.
There are names that don't need to be spelled certain ways and don't need to be so hard. Those names don't need to be Jacqueline. I could see where it says Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. But I think the funniest part is because he's like, I taught in the city for 10 years. Sorry, for 20 years. So he's used to pronouncing names not phonetically, but how they would sound, and not phonetic, excuse me, but how they're written. And the one name that he says absolutely incorrectly, but at the end it's Timothy. Timothy. Present, and it's the one kid that looks like he would be an inner city kid as opposed to the kids that look, that's more like a suburban school or whatnot, right? And dude, this video is absolute gold, man. And I'm like, how do people not know the reference Aaron? It's a matter of fact, the other day, that's what happened. They have him now doing like a Super Bowl commercial or some kind of football commercial or whatever, where it's like Paramount is doing it, where if you subscribe to Paramount, he's trying to pronounce the names of like all the Nickelodeon characters and stuff like that. And it's like so funny because it's sitting around and it's like, Balazé. And he's like, do you mean Blaze? And he's like, son of a, break this thing again. And it's like Blaze, the truck or whatever. Yeah. He's like, Balazé. And it's like Blaze, and then it's like Blue's Clues is there or whatever, and all the characters. I don't know if you've seen that commercial. It's hilarious as well. But like, I can't believe, like, this thing went viral. Like you said, 200 million. But I was just shocked that somebody didn't know the reference. Again, let us know down in the chat. Let us know if you knew about this before. And if you had that experience, whether you were a student and you had a teacher butcher your name and you were afraid to correct them, or vice versa, you did correct them and, the teacher continued to butcher your name, you got upset about it, or vice versa, if you were a teacher and you ever butchered somebody's name or whatnot, and it was embarrassing for you, just to let us know your experience.
The last thing I want to say is I do understand the way he's coming into this classroom. Like, as a substitute, sometimes you do feel like you're going to war. I've subbed during my track breaks years in the past, and you just don't know what kind of bunch you're going to get. So you feel like you've got to lay down the law and let them know that you're not to be messed with, because kids love to take advantage of the substitutes.
Oh, for sure.
And you're not going to be that person because you've taught. So many times I would start off with saying, I'm an actual teacher. I know how it goes. Let's not do this today. And there's a few kids that test you, and I may not be breaking clipboards or throwing things or saying, you done wrong.
You done messed up, Aaron. You done messed up.
But there are times where I get a little more amped up than usual, and it never really works out too well. So the key is hold your ground, but not too much aggression there, because he hasn't even got through the role yet, for crying out loud, and he's already sending people to Oshak Hennessy.
Go down to Oshak Hennessy's office. Who? Oshak Hennessy. Principal O'Shaughnessy.
Get out! Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
That's I can't even get it out.
He doesn't even have the right catchphrase.
I can't even.
We know all things.
We know all things.